Welcome to online classes D1 Nalgonda. Today we are going to learn inverse proportional. Let's see the one example here. I'm taking a rectangle. The length of rectangle has taken 60 centimeters and breadth is the 40 centimeters. Then what is the area? Area equal to length into breadth, L into B. So 60 into 40 equal, we will get 2400 square centimeter square. Now I am going to write with the same area, that means constant area of a rectangle. I am going to write different length and breadth, different type of length and breadth which have the same area. So here length of rectangle is 60 centimeters, then breadth 40 centimeters, already we had taken. Now if I take length of rectangle is 20 centimeters, it will be breadth, its breadth become 120 centimeters. If I take length is 100 centimeters and breadth 24 centimeters and 240 centimeters as length and breadth become 10 centimeters, 30 centimeters as length, then 80 centimeters as breadth. If I take 120 centimeters as length and breadth, breadth become 20 centimeters. If I take 10 centimeters as length of a rectangle, then its breadth become a 240 centimeters. Here clearly you observe that comparison of these two quantities, if first quantity is decreased, second quantity is increased clearly. So length of rectangle decreased 60 to 20 centimeters, then the breadth of a rectangle increased 40 centimeters to 120 centimeters. Then take another one. If I increased length of rectangle 60 centimeters to 100 centimeters, then the breadth of rectangle decreased 40 centimeters to 10 centimeters. So one quantity is increasing, second quantity what happens, it will be decreased. And in first case, in second case, one quantity is decreased, then second quantity will be increased. So these two quantities has this characteristic. If one quantity is increased, second quantity will be decreased. If one quantity is decreased, second quantity will be increased. Clearly we can observe in this table. If I decreased length of rectangle 60 centimeters to 10 centimeters, then breadth of rectangle increased 40 centimeters to 240 centimeters. Here the product of length and breadth, that means area is constant. So these type of variable or these type of quantities are called the inverse proportional. So this length and breadth are in inverse proportional. L and B are in inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. So we are going to learn today inverse proportion. Inverse proportion. In this case, these two are inverse proportional. It is denoted by L is inverse proportional to B. This symbolically L is inverse proportional to B. We have to write L is inverse proportional to 1 by B. If I write L is inverse proportional to 1 by B, it is known as these two are inverse proportional. Suppose if I write what represent this one? What represent this one? X comma Y are in inverse proportional. Let's here products are equal. Let us suppose x1 and x2, x3 and x4 so on. Here y1, y2, y3 and so on. Here x1 into y1, x2 into y2, x3 into y3, x4 into y4 and so on. Here x into y is always constant and the product of two variables, the two quantities are equal. In this case 60 into 40, 20 into 120, 100 into 240, 240 into 10 and so on, 10 into 240 are always equal, which are the same product. So here in this product we have got the 2400. This is the constant. So my dear children, if two quantities are in direct inverse proportional, then the products are constant or products are equal. That means x into y equal to k. K means here constant. K is the constant. In this case, what is the constant here? 2400. 2400. And you can write here if x comma y two quantities are inverse proportional, then products are equal. x1 y1 equal to x2 y2 equal to x3 y3, then so on. Now in day-to-day life we can give some more examples on inverse proportional. Let's think which two quantities are in inverse proportional. I am taking one example, number of workers and number of days to complete the particular work. I am taking two quantities. Number one, number of workers, and second quantity, number of days to complete the particular work. If more workers to complete the number of days will be decreased. If we increase the number of workers, then number of days to complete the work will be decreased. క్లియర్లీ మీరు ఆలోచించవచ్చు. ఒక పనిని మన క్లాస్ రూమ్లో ఉన్న బెంచెస్ మొత్తం బయట వేయాలండి. ఎక్కువ స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చి బయట వేస్తే తక్కువ టైం పడుతుంది. తక్కువ స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చి బెంచ్లు మొత్తం బయట వేస్తే ఎక్కువ టైం పడుతుంది. సో ఇఫ్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వర్కర్స్ టు కంప్లీట్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డేస్ will be decreased. If decrease the number of workers to complete the work, then number of days to complete the work will be increased. So clearly we can say that these two are inverse proportional. These two are inverse proportional. And speed and time, if you take the distance is the same, distance is the constant, then speed is inverse proportional to time. Suppose you take we have to reach the A to B. A to B is the constant distance. A person goes 120 km per hour and the second person goes 80 km per hour. Who will take less time to reach A to B? First person. Who will take more time to reach B? Second person. Because a person who goes more speed, he will be take less time. A person who goes less speed it will be take more time. So when the constant distance, the speed term are inverse proportional. Those work goes more speed, it will be reach less time. Those work go less speed, it will be reach, to reach it will take more time. So these two quantities are inverse proportional. And take the another example, number of working hours per day. Number of working hours per day, number of days to complete the work. The working hours increase per day, then number of days to complete the work will be decreased. Suppose 20 members of team, they work 8 hours per day, then the number of days, let us suppose 20. If number of hours working days, number of hours working per day increased, that means 8 hours they are working. If they work the 12 hours or 10 hours, number of days to complete the work will be decreased. Suppose the team of members working hours per day will be decreased, that means they are working before 8 hours. If you decrease the 4 hours per day or 6 hours per day, to complete the work, number of days will be increased. So these two are clearly we can say the inverse proportional. Let's see one example problem. If 36 workers can build a wall in 12 days, how many days will 16 workers take to build the same wall? Let's see the two quantities here. One quantity is the number of workers. Second quantity is the number of days. If we compare these two quantities, they are in inverse proportional. Check whether are inverse proportional or not. Now, as per given information, number of workers is 36. 36 workers can complete the work in 12 days. And given the 16 workers, we have to find the how many days complete the particular work. We have to find this number of days. So dear children, to complete a particular work, if we work more workers, it will be take the less days. If number of workers is decreased, less workers, then number of days will be increased. Suppose to complete a particular work, 5 workers they are working, they will take 20 days. If you work the more than 5 workers, that means 20 workers, 30 workers, it will be take number of days will be less. So the number of workers and number of days to complete the work in inverse proportional. Let us suppose first quantity is x, second quantity is y. Then what about these two quantities? These two quantities are inverse proportional. So symbolically we have to write like this, 1 by y. That implies products are equal. x1, y1 equal to x2, y2. Yes or no, children? If number of workers is decreased, then what about number of days? Will be increased, because workers, number of workers less, then to complete the same work, it will be take more time, that means more days. So these two are inverse proportional. So here x1, y1, x2, y2. So here product of x1, y1, that means here 36 into 12 is equal to 16 into question mark. Question mark, let us suppose is the y. So we can write here 16 into y is equal to 36 into 12. Very easy. Here products are equal. When two quantities are direct proportional, ratios are equal. When two quantities are inverse proportional, then products are equal. So product of these two equal to product of these two. So y equal to 36 into 12 by 16, and 4 3s are 4 4s are 4 1s are 4 9s are equal to 9 into 3 27. So here how many days to complete to build the same wall in 16 for 16 workers? It will take 27 days. So required days equal to 27. So if you work less number of workers, it will take the more workers. Now see another example, and I am taking the one problem from exercise 10.2. A school want to spend 6,000 rupees to purchase books. Using this data, fill the following table. Price of each book in rupees, number of books that can be purchased. Here given the in rupees and number of books that can be purchased. If each book cost is 40 rupees, then we can get 150 books. If cost of each book is increasing, number of books will be decreased. Dear children, suppose the price of each book is 600 rupees, then how many books will we get? Only 10 books. Let us suppose the price of each book is 1000 rupees. Then how many books will we get? Only 10 books. Let us suppose the price of each book is 1000 rupees. Then how many books will we get? Only 6 books will we get. If price of each book is 100 rupees, then how many books will we get? 100 rupees, 60 will be get. So comparison of these two quantities, they are in inverse proportional. If each book price is more, number of books will be less. Price of each book is less, then number of books will be more. So these two quantities are inverse proportional. Let us suppose first quantity is x, second quantity is y. Then what about these two quantities? Inverse proportional. Then products are equal. x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. So total amount is 6,000. So here 50. How much will we get here? Let us suppose is a y1 is the y2 is a x1 is a x2. Then products are equal. y1 equal to, we will get the already product given. Total amount is 6,000. So 6,000 by 50. 0 0 cancel. 5 1s are 120. So this answer is 120. Next x1. x1, how to get x1? 6,000 by, a product already given. The product is the 6,000. So 6,000 by 100. 2 zeros cancel, will be get 60. So here how much will we get? 60. Yes or no? Now y2 equal to 6,000 by 75, and 15 5s are 15 4s are 5 1s are 5 8s are equal to 80. How much we will get here? 80. So and x2 also same, 6,000 by 75 will be get here 80. This also 80. So my dear children, if each price of each book of price of each book is increasing, the number of books is decreased, and the price of each book is decreased, number of books will be increased. So using these two inverse proportional, we had filled this table. And another problem, 6 pumps are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. In how long will it take if only 5 pumps of same type are used? So let us suppose a tank, let us suppose a tank. To fill this tank, they are using the 6 pumps. The 6 pumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pumps. It will be take 1 hour 20 minutes. In the same tank, to fill the same tank, if you use only 5 pumps, that means number of pumps is decreasing, 1 pump is less. Then to fill this tank, time will be take more, because more pumping the same tank, if a number of pumps are more, to fill the tank will be take time less. To number of pumps is less, to fill the tank it will take more time. So let's take the two quantities here, number of pumps, then time to fill the tank. Now let us suppose first quantity is x, so second quantity is y, and 6 pumps there were working. It will be take 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour means 60 minutes plus 20 minutes, total 80 minutes. Yes or no? Now a number of pump is decreasing 6 to 5, then what happen? Time will be increased, because less pumping to the tank, then it will be take more time. More pumps pumping to the tank, it will take the less time. So the given two quantities are inverse proportional. So x inverse proportional to y, that implies x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. That means product of they are equal. So 5 into, let us suppose this is the y, 5 into y equal to 6 into 80. Y equal to 6 into 80 by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 3 0 30, 16. 16 16s are 96. So 96 minutes. That means it will be take, how long time will be take? 1 hour 36 minutes. So my dear children, if you work 6 pumps to fill the tank, taking time is 1 hour 20 minutes. In the same tank, same type of pumps, if you use 5 pumps, it will be take 1 hour 36 minutes. So solve using by this products are equal. Now discuss some more problems in exercise 10.3. Third question, 36 men can do a piece of work in 12 days. In how many days 9 men can do the same work? Let's list out the given information in this table. First, 36 men can complete the work in 12 days. How many days will be take? 9 men. 9 means number of men given 9. We have to find the number of days. Here, number of men, let us suppose x quantity is the y quantity. Let's compare these two quantities. If more number of workers, then days will be decreased. Here, number of workers 36, then number of days to complete the work 12 days. Number of workers is decreasing, then what happen? The number of days will be increased. So, clearly we can say that these two quantities are inverse proportional. If these two quantities are inverse proportional, then their products are equal. Their products are equal. So, here let us suppose this is the variable y. 9 into y is equal to 36 into 12. When these two products are equal, then these two are inverse proportional. Y equal to 36 into 12 by 9. 9 ones are, 9 fours are, 12 fours are how much? 48. So, to come 48 days will be take to complete the same work working 9 men. So, it will be take 48 days. Is it correct answer? Let's do check. When number of men is decreasing, number of days will be increased. More days will be take. So, we got more than 12 days. So, 48 days is the answer. Next, see the another problem. A camp had food stock for 500 people for 70 days. If 200 more people join the camp, how long will the stock last? Let's see children, here two variables. One quantity is the number of people, second quantity number of days. Let us suppose y. Here 500 people and the food stock it will be adjusted for 70 days. And in this camp joined 200 more people. Already 500 people exist in this campus. Then again join the 200 more people. Then how many people in the camp total? 700 people in the camp. Food stock is the same. Food stock is the same. Here more number of people. Then what happen? Number of days will be decreased. Less days will be get. So let us suppose this number of days is the y. Then number of people and number of days are inverse proportional, because less number of people, more number of days, more number of people, less number of days, given stock. So given quantities are inverse proportional, we know that if two are inverse proportional, products are equal. So here 700 into y equal to 500 into 70. Y equal to 500 into 70 by 700. 2 zeros cancel. 7 ones are 7 tens are. So 50 days. How many days? 50 days. So if join the camp more 200 people, the food stock will be adjusted for only 50 days. Let's discuss another problem. A school has 8 periods a day, each 45 minutes duration. How long would each period become if the school has 6 periods? The school duration is the same. Suppose if you start the school 9:30 to 4:30, the time duration is the school time is the same. If number of period is 8 here, each period 45 minutes. Here number of periods is decreased 8 to 6. Then what happen? Time for each period will be increased. So less number of periods, then each time of period will be increased. So these two quantities become a inverse proportional. If two quantities are inverse proportional, we know that the products are equal. x1 y1 equal to x2 y2. Let us suppose this time for each period for 6 periods y, then product of these two equal to product of these two. 6 into y equal to 8 into 45, then y equal to 8 into 45 by 6. 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So 15 4s are 60. So if decreased number of period in the duration in the school timings, then time of each period will be increased to 45 minutes to 60 minutes. So require each period will be take 60 minutes. So using the property of inverse proportional, you have to solve remaining problem in your textbook and practice well. You will get more knowledge. Thank you very much watching my video.